And just starting to warm up the low back, the spine, giving yourself a couple of circles in one direction. And then moving into the other, giving the same amount of circles on both sides. This is also a good point if you would like to take a couple of supine twists, taking the arms long towards the side and then just dropping the knees over in one direction, maybe gazing over the opposite shoulder, taking a nice round of inhale and exhale, maybe even moving on to the other side. Start to really tap into your Ujjayi breathing right away, feeling that the breath is a little bit longer than you would normally breathe. Feeling it sink down into your diaphragm. You can also take the knees, butterflying them open and then bringing them back in. Just a lot of nice little exercises to wake up the hips and the spine, get them moving. Awesome. And then once you've taken a couple rounds of these movements, you're gonna flatten the feet down onto your mat. Now this is a place where you can use the blocks. This will just intensify your bridge pose, really starting to wake up the hamstrings. You just step your feet on top of the blocks. I'll probably put them the long way and just put one foot on top of the other. And then of course, as we always do in our bridge postures, make sure that you have a little bit of distance. You're not gonna fully touch the blocks or your heels, but just have that distance. Exhaling all the air out, feeling the back onto your mat, the chest opening wide. As you inhale, start to tuck the pelvis under, bringing it all the way up. Exhale, lowering it back down. Taking a couple of nice easy rounds with your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, rolling up through the pelvis, through the vertebrae, up towards your shoulders. Exhale, lowering yourself back down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, rolling through the vertebrae, up towards the chest, tip of your inhale. Exhale, lowering it back down. Now this is a power class, so let's intensify. Inhale, rippling through the spine, rolling it up. And now I want you to take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Keep lifting up through the hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. As you exhale, lower the right leg down first, then roll down through the pelvis. Let's take that over to the left side. Inhale, pressing up through the pelvis. Get all the way up to your highest height. Then lifting the left leg off the block or your mat. Holding here, pressing the hips up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Hips up. Inhale. As you exhale, lowering the left leg down first, then rolling through the vertebrae. Very good. One more time, even upping it. Inhale, rippling through the vertebrae, pelvis all the way up. Get to your highest height. Reach the right leg up off of your block. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the right leg 90 degrees so it's in line with your left knee. Inhale, reach it up, press the pelvis up. Exhale, lower the leg down, diagonal line. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, form that diagonal line. Good. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, lower the right foot down onto the block or the mat. Exhale, lowering yourself all the way back down onto your mat. Let's do that on the left side. Inhale, rippling up through the spine. Exhale, lift the left leg up. Inhale, hold it here. Exhale, create that diagonal line, lower the left leg. Inhale, up. Exhale, diagonal, hinge it forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, diagonal line, good. Inhale, lift. Now lowering the left leg down, back onto your block, rolling through the vertebrae as you exhale. Beautiful. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, you can begin to rock and roll. If you would like the blocks still there to help with your jump backs, just move them right by your hips. That's where you want to have them. Take a couple of chances here, rolling up through the spine, crossing at the shins, You want to bring the knees in towards the chest and then plant the hands. Chest comes forward and then you shoot yourself back. Lower through a vinyasa. Beautiful. Bringing yourself to downward facing dog. This is when you can remove the blocks from the side. Let's pedal it through your downward facing dog. Rolling through the hamstrings. You just did some nice work with them in the bridge postures. Walking through your dog, awakening everything up. Feeling the fingertips reaching onto your mat. Taking a peek at your shoulders. Are you opening up through the chest? Are you bringing everything nice and in? Same thing with your rib cage. Don't allow it to stick out. Take a chance and just kind of allow the ribs to open up. And then as you inhale, sink everything in. Navel coming towards the spine, shoulders and elbows coming in together. Beautiful. Inhale, ripple forward to your high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing the dog. If you'd like, you can take a nice little bend in the knees while you do that, creating a wave-like motion. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good, last time. Inhale, rippling forward, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale, come to the tippy toes, ripple forward to your high plank. Some yogi mountain climbers here. Make sure your gaze is going forward towards the tip of your mat. Inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, right knee comes in towards your right elbow. Exhale, extend it back. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Inhale. Push the mat away. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Really warming up that body. Awesome, you guys. As you inhale, slowly walking the feet towards your hands. Take a moment. Take your variation of ragdoll. Maybe grabbing the opposite elbows. Maybe the hands just release onto the mat, or interlacing at the low back and opening up through the shoulders. Take any variation that feels good. We'll take 2 cycles of breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Take a nice deep bend into your knees on your next inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly rolling up, 1 vertebrae at a time, coming to stand at the top of your mat. Bringing the toes and the heels together to touch, hands to heart center. Allow this to be the time to set your intention for your practice. What will power you through this power-inspired class. Remember, take as many breaks as you want. Water, child's pose, any modifications, or even more advancements if you would like. Take a nice deep inhale to seal your intention. As you exhale, allow it to sit down to the top of your head, through your shoulders, your back, hips, legs, and out the feet. Release the hands down by your side. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, folding forward over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, floating through your vinyasa. Using the breath, creating more fire than you already have. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Come to the tippy toes. Bend the knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Use your fingertips when you're hopping forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Reach up, look up. Palms come together. Exhale, Tadasana. Again, inhale, reach, creating the sun. Exhale, bowing forward towards the sun. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, floating to your vinyasa. It's said that if you don't have enough time to put in a full practice into your day, just do 5 Sun A's and 5 Sun B's. Normally we do 3 and 1. Adding those extra amount will really create some nice heat and energy into your body. Just a nice thing that if you can't dedicate a whole hour or 2 onto your mat, to just get those sun salutations in to help warm up the body in the morning. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, come to the tippy toes, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, reach up, look up, palms come together. Exhale, Tadasana. Last time, just like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, floating through your vinyasa. Deep inhale, deep exhale as we meet in Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, wait, did I say 4 twice or something? I think I blanked there for a moment. Inhale, come to your tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. I know how to count. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, look up, palms come together to touch. Exhale, Tadasana. Surya Namaskar B. Bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward folding over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Now you all know that we're going through warrior 1 on the right and the left side. Take your own breath, don't listen to me, and take your own variation. If you want to lift the right leg up before you step through, flowing through your breath, taking your time. Maybe you want to do a chin stand practice. Maybe you want to float the right leg. And then do the same thing onto the left side. Allow yourself to have some freedom. You know where we're going through these Surya Namaskars. So allow them to benefit you and warm you up. And once you've taken it on the right and the left side, we meet in downward facing dog. Feeling the belly come towards the spine as you inhale, maybe even a scooping effect with the belly. Your drishti is towards your quads, your knees, or maybe your belly button if you want the head to hang low. Refocus on the fingertips, the shoulders, the armpits. Are they rotating? And then just picture that my toes are underneath your heels, and you're slowly trying to crush my toes. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, come to your tippy toes, bend the knees, weight into the fingertips. As you exhale, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Hands come to your hips, jump the feet, hips width apart for Padangustasana. Take an inhale, lengthen through the thighs, give yourself a mini back bend, and then exhale, forward fold over your legs, taking your 2 peace fingers, wrapping them around your big toes. Inhale, reset yourself, find length through the spine, weight comes in towards the toes. And as you exhale, bending through the elbows, lowering the belly onto your thighs. Maybe there's a nice bend into the knees to allow that to happen. Allow the head to relax, maybe shaking it no. And then nodding it yes. Yes, I can do everything that you're gonna say. You guys are all strong, all very dedicated to your practice. Take another inhale. And another exhale. Listen carefully, we're gonna change it up a little bit. So as you inhale, find length through the spine. Release the left hand only and take it to your left hip. And then if you want, walk the left foot a little bit more towards your center body line. We're gonna go straight into Tita Hasta Padangustasana. So I still have the grip onto my right big toe. Transferring the weight into your left leg. You can also take a small little bend. You don't wanna hyperextend. Take a nice deep inhale here. Transfer that weight over. As you exhale, slowly begin to lift the right leg up. You're still holding on to your big toe. Beautiful. Good, yes, you're all so wonderful and strong. That's awesome. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, bend into the right elbow. Bring the belly back onto the thigh. You're reaching your chin towards your shin. Oh, even I'm wobbling on that one. And then the forehead can come down onto your right shin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, lengthen back up through the spine. As you exhale, keep the grip onto the toe. Just lower the right leg down. You're coming back into Padangustasana. Grab a hold of the left big toe with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, find length through the spine. This time the right hand comes off your big toe, comes onto your right hip, and then the right foot comes into the midline of your body. Take an inhale, transfer that weight into the right leg, maybe a slight bend into your right knee. As you exhale, begin to lift up, holding on to your left big toe. Awesome, so good, you guys. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into your left elbow. Begin to bring the belly onto your thigh and then your forehead down onto your left shin. Inhale. Exhale. So good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Inhale, lengthen back up through the spine. As you exhale, keep a hold of your left big toe. Just slowly lower it down onto your mat. Reset with Padangustasana one last time. Both peace fingers wrapping around your big toes. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, release the grip that you have. Plant the hands down onto your mat. Look forward. Exhale, flowing through your vinyasa. Using this upward facing dog as a back bend, holding maybe for a full inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Really good job. Nice little challenge at the top of your class. As you inhale, rotate into the left foot 45 degrees. As you exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale here. Exhale, windmill the arms, open up, warrior two. Settle into your warrior. Feel the arms moving strong and long to both sides as you pull apart the mat with your feet. Let's add a little bit of movement. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Arms come up. Exhale, press the arms down. Engage into those triceps and biceps. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Stay right here, reversing your warrior with the bind. Take the left hand around and set it onto the right thigh, reaching the right fingertips up. Feel the expansion in the right side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen the bend a little bit more. One more inhale. As you exhale, return yourself back. Warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten into the right leg. Pivot your right toes in. And then turn both toes out, coming into goddess pose with eagle wrapped arms. Take a bend, a nice second position into your goddess, and then taking the left arm underneath the right. Inhale, lifting through the shoulders, rolling them down the back, and then pressing the forearms forward. Every time you inhale, feel the length in the spine. Every time you exhale, see if you can bend a little bit deeper into your goddess. If you would like, you can bend forward as we do in Garudasana. This is also a nice time if you want to roll through the rib cage, kind of sway side to side, as if you were setting your forearms into some water. Keep deepening the bend. Inhale, exhale. If you came forward, inhale, return yourself back up to center. Release the arms out, straighten through both legs. Give yourself a break. Exhale, take another bend back into the knees. This time the right arm comes underneath the left. Eagle wrapping, Garudasana on the other side. Inhale, roll the shoulders down the back and then press the forearms forward. Every time you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Every time you exhale, you bend. If you took the forward fold, do that same thing onto the other side. And again, if you took some movement, maybe even this time straightening fully through one leg and then switching over to the other side, straightening through the other leg. Give yourself some variables. Try it out, see what feels good, see what doesn't. Take another inhale and another exhale. And then if you are bent over, inhale, return yourself back up to center. Exhale, release the arms. We all straighten through the legs. Give yourself a moment, a little star pose here. As you exhale, bending into the left knee, coming into warrior two on the left side. So if you're facing the back of your mat, that's okay. We'll work our way back. Take an inhale and an exhale, bend even more. Creating a little bit of movement. Inhale, straighten through the legs, raise the arms up. Exhale, bend into your left knee, warrior two. Really feeling the arms press here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Reverse warrior with the bind, taking the right hand back and around onto your left thigh, then reaching the left fingertips up, creating that space. You're almost giving yourself that adjustment. See, I even needed to do it myself. If you're sinking into your left hip and you're raising into your right, pull it down. Set everything lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. As you exhale, unravel, return yourself back. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten through the left leg. Exhale, pivot the left toes in. Keep both toes pivoted towards the center line. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana D. Start with your hands on your hips. Inhale, give yourself that mini back bend. Feel yourself rooting down into the legs and lifting up through the arches. As you exhale, begin to forward fold over your legs. Weight coming in towards the toes. Maybe you lift the heels off the mat and you stay that way the entire time you come down. Now with D, you're gonna take your hands and they're gonna grab by your heels, or you can even tuck the fingertips underneath the heels. Inhale, find length, look forward. Exhale, bend into your elbows, lowering the crown of the head down onto your mat. Now, if you're pretty close to getting your head down onto the mat, you can toe heel the feet just a little bit out, just so you can achieve that, but still think weight going forward, don't sink back. And if this is easy for you, toe heel the heels in so that you have a little bit of a shorter distance and you can really work and continue on the flexibility of your hamstrings. Your head may not touch, but if you're already used to it touching, it's okay to take a little bit of a break and work on shortening your distance a little bit. Take an inhale and an exhale. Another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, release the hands towards the front, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands come to your hips, holding here for an inhale. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Bend into both knees, come to the top of your mat. Hands by your side, allowing the shoulders to drop down the back. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, floating through your vinyasa. And if you would like, taking a break into child's pose, taking the knees wide, recentering your breath, grabbing a sip of water. Return yourself back to your intention. Slow the breath down. Allow your breath to go to areas that just need a little bit of extra love. Good. On your next inhale, tucking the toes under, gauging a little bit more into the armpits and the fingertips. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg comes up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee crosses over to the left tricep. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee coming to right tricep, Kundanyasana play. Get your knee as far up onto your forearm as you can. Bend into the elbows, coming into your chaturanga arms, and then just tipping the body forward and eventually lifting the left leg off the ground. Now, if you were with me a couple weeks ago, you can go into your chin stand here. I'll demonstrate that on the other side. Take an inhale. Everybody reach back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend into the knee, open up the hip. Allow it to take a little bit of a break. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, releasing the right leg down, three-legged dog. Inhale, reaching the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Taking this all on the left side. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, taking it across right tricep. Good. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, now taking your left knee as high up onto that left forearm as you can, and then chaturanga arms, Kundanyasana play. Now, if you would like to go into your chin stand from there, which we practiced a couple weeks ago, you're just gonna really engage into the elbows, allow them to transfer and lift the left leg up. So easy, right? Everybody inhale, return yourself back, three-legged dog, left leg up. Exhale, bending through the knee, opening up through the hip. You never know unless you try, but always take it safely. Listen to your body. Inhale, return yourself, three-legged dog. Exhale, lowering the left leg down, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take a nice deep inhale. Audible exhale out through the nose. Inhale, lowering the knees down onto your mat, coming onto your shins. We're going to do Ustrasana camel pose. So coming up onto your shins, if you want to work on inner thigh strength, take a block, place it right in between your legs, right by your pubic bone, and squeezing it. That's a great way to help control that and gain a little bit more strength. Let's start with the hands at the low back. Your fingertips can either point down, or if you feel comfortable, flipping the wrists up. It's all your preference, whatever feels good. Opening up through the chest. If you need to fold the mat over for your knees, that's also a great extra padding for those of us who have terrible knees. Rooting down through the shins, engaging through the thighs, engage into your core. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, begin to tip the pelvis forward and then lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. Then you can tip the head back, increase the incline of the pelvis, and you can stay here or reach the hands down towards your heels. Allow the head to just relax back Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Now pressing through the shins and the pelvis, engage in the core. Exhale brings you all the way back up. Take a moment to rest into hero's pose. You can sit your glutes in between your ankles, or you can just sit on top of your thighs. You can also take your book or your blocks, place it right in between your ankles, and then take a seat that way. It gives you just a little bit more space, because this is a little bit of a tight asana for those of us who have injured knees. It took me a long time just to get here after my 2 knee surgeries. Allow the hands to release themselves on top of your thighs, reaching towards your knees. Allow the chin to slightly bow in towards your chest, shoulders relax. Back bends can bring a lot of anxiety, but we're gonna do one more. So on your next inhale, returning yourself back up onto your shins. This time I'm gonna have my hands at heart center, and I'm gonna really open up through the chest to feel the shoulders get a little bit of a stretch to reach by the heels. You can also take the other variation of the hands on the low back. Exhaling all the air out, immediately engaging into the legs and the core. As I inhale, lifting up through the chest, tipping the pelvis forward and then reaching the arms out, around, and back towards my heels. Pressing through the pelvis, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, rooting down into the shins and the pelvis and the core. Inhale, brings yourself all the way back up. Exhale, sitting down, hero's pose, or relaxing down onto your shins, taking that much needed break, extending the arms long, chin bowing slightly in towards your chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Coming back up onto your shins, tucking the toes under, returning yourself back to downward facing dog. Take a moment, maybe pedaling through the ankles. Maybe you want to roll them out a couple of times, since we were just relaxing on top of the shins and the ankles. And then on your next inhale, slowly begin to walk your feet towards your hands, moving into Padangusthasana at the top of your mat. This time you're going to take your hands, slide them underneath your feet. You can use your toes to wiggle around, give the heels of the hands a nice little massage. Then reset, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bending at your elbows, allowing the belly to come down onto the thighs. Holding here, taking a nice inhale. Slowing it down, finding your Ujjayi breath again. And a nice slow exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, release the hands from underneath your feet. We're going to go our traditional way back up. Exhale, hands come onto your hips. Holding here for an inhale. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Jump the feet back together. Hands come to heart center. Focus on your groundedness here. Maybe raising all 10 toes and then lowering them one at a time back down onto your mat. We're going to move into Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, but we're going to do that standing. This is a half lotus pose, so you'll be bringing one of your feet into your half lotus. If that is not accessible for you today, you can cross the ankle over the thigh and then take a nice figure 4 seat back. You can also play with your flying pigeon in this asana. Take a variation that feels good for you. Let's start by grounding down into the right leg. As you inhale, bring the left knee in towards the chest and then finding yourself coming into your half lotus. Bringing the ankle as far up towards your hip flexor, almost to the hip bone, so even higher up, Christine, yeah. And then you're gonna hold on to your left foot with your right hand. Reach the left arm around and grab a hold of your big toe with your left hand. Then you'll release the right arm up once you have that hold. And then exhale, slowly begin to lower over the right leg. You want it to be straight, but don't hyperextend. Take a nice small little bend into your right knee, just so you're not sinking back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Coming to the finger pads first, looking forward as you inhale. I like to take my right hand to my left foot as I slowly rise back up. And then I can release the left hand and then lower the left leg down. Maybe you want to shake it out a little bit. Shake out the right leg. Lots of tension there, but let's move over now onto the left side. So again, if you don't want to take this, just taking the ankle across the left thigh, working on that same hip flexor. Inhale, reaching the right knee in towards the chest. And then again, getting that right ankle as high up towards your hip bone as you can. And I just hold on to my right foot with my left hand first. Then reaching the right arm around for that bind, grabbing a hold of the right big toe. I can then release the left arm up to find length. Very good, you guys. Exhale, begin to forward fold. A little bit of a bend into the left knee is okay. And then using the finger pads, I can feel I'm a little bit tighter on the right side. So some sides might be a little bit tighter than the other, so you'll have different experiences. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Then again, lengthening through the spine, coming to the finger pads, reaching the left hand towards your right foot to help bring you all the way back up, and then letting the right hand release out, and then setting your right foot down. Really good. Maybe you want to shake out the left leg and the right leg, standing at the top of your mat. Roll the shoulders down the back. Remind yourself of your intention. Inhale, take a bend into the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit as you exhale, just a little bit lower. Inhale, rise to the chest, come up to the tippy toes, lift the heels off. As you exhale, open the knees, lower the hands down, coming into Bakasana, crow pose. Begin to tip yourself forward, coming to your finger pads, lifting one leg up, then the other. Engaging into the core, looking far forward, keeping the glutes up. Inhale here, exhale, shoot the legs back, up through upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Take an inhale and an exhale. Let's do our build. Inhale, ground down into the left foot 45 degrees. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, come to the finger pads. Exhale, opens you up, warrior two. Here for one inhale, one exhale. Reverse your warrior, make it seamless. Inhale, tipping the fingers up and back. Maybe doing that bind. Exhale, sinking into the right knee even more. Inhale, return yourself back to warrior two. Exhale, straightening through the right leg, turning the right toes in and then pivoting them both out for goddess. This time, goalpost the arms or cactus the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into the knees, find the squat. We're gonna take some pulses here. So inhale, come into your star goddess, reaching both arms up, straightening through the legs. Exhale, take that bend back, find those arms coming in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then just taking the arms down onto the mat, keeping the bend, feeling your hands press through the mat. Inhale here, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, pivot the toes, turn them in, coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. Just keeping the hands in line with your toes, feeling that wonderful strength through the hamstrings, giving your quadriceps a break, allowing the head to come down onto your mat. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, looking forward. Taking a walk over to your right leg, coming into lizard pose. So you want to toe heel the right foot just more towards the right side of your mat. Extend the left leg back and then lower the left knee down, bringing the forearms down onto your mat, and then allowing the head to just relax. I'm keeping the right knee pulling in. I'm engaging into the core. And if you would like, you can tuck the left toes under and lift through the left knee. Your preference, your lizard, take whatever feels good. I feel I want my left knee down today so I can really stretch through the quads and the hips. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Another inhale. And another exhale. Now we'll all meet by tucking the left toes under, lifting through the left knee, coming onto your hands. We're moving into side plank. So tipping up and over onto the outside of your left foot, just kind of toe heeling the right foot over and then eventually placing it on top of the left. Now we got to challenge ourselves here. So we're going to raise the right leg. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Hold here, reaching the hips up. Inhale. Exhale, come to your high plank and flow through your vinyasa. That one even got me off my balance today. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. You're almost there. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. This time grounding down into the right foot, 45 degrees. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward. Coming onto your fingertips as you inhale. Exhale opens you up, warrior two. Good job, holding here for one inhale. One exhale. Reverse your warrior, reaching the left fingertips up, wrapping the right hand around to just give you that assistance in the hip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return yourself back, warrior two. Exhale, straighten through the left leg. Pivot the toes in and then turn them out. We're going to do that same goddess pose. Inhale, cactus the arms or goalpost. Exhale, take a nice deep bend into the knees. Inhale, star goddess, reach up. Exhale, bend. Really feel the triceps engaging here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. Good. This time we hinge the upper body forward. Keep that bend, lowering the hands down onto your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, you can fold and shift the legs, going more parallel for Prasarita Padottanasana. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of freedom here. You can do A, you can do C, where you interlace the fingers at the low back, opening up through the shoulders. You can go back to D, or you can do a headstand. Now, tripod headstand is great, wonderful, do it. I suggest if you've been doing that for a while, reach the arms out long in front of you. Use just the hands as your support there. Tipping onto the crown of the head, slowly begin to lift the legs up. Start with the wide straddle. get yourself nice and balanced here. And then when you're ready, you engage into those inner thighs, rising the legs up, using the core, using the hands. Take about 3 inhales and 3 exhales if you're in headstand or in Prasarita. Allow yourself to relax. I say relax when you're upside down, but it's actually really good. You know, you're bringing new blood towards your head, getting it a little bit more refreshed. That's all good things. We need that. We need new blood flow going to certain areas, especially our heads. It's full of different thoughts that we don't want. If you're upside down, begin to lower the legs slowly down, returning yourself back onto your mat. And we'll all meet, bringing the hands out in front, lengthening through the spine, looking forward. And then walking the hands over to the left leg, coming into lizard on the left side. So again, toe heeling your left foot towards the outer edge of the mat, and then extending your right leg long behind you. Lowering the right knee down to feel the length through the hip flexor and the hamstrings and the quads, and then beginning to lower the elbows down. You want your elbows to be in line with your left heel. And again, you can stay with the right knee down, or you can tuck the right toes under and lift through the knee. Just a little bit of an extra energetic stretch. On your next inhale, we'll all meet by tucking the right toes under, lifting through the right knee, and coming onto your hands. Coming into that side plank, rolling to the pinky side edge of your right foot, and then just kind of scooting the left foot over towards it till you get on top of your right foot. Lifting up through the hips, inhaling here, exhaling, hold. Now let's challenge it. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Pushing the hips up. Stay here for an inhale. As you exhale, high plank, flow through your vinyasa. Very good. Standing series is over. Coming into Balasana, child's pose. Reaching the arms out long or behind you. Taking a sip of water, toweling off. Great work. And now it's time to play. Have a little bit of fun. We're gonna work on Tittibhasana. We did lots of things that warmed it up. The hamstrings, all those goddess poses with opening up the hips, the Prasaritas with the forward fold, all great things to go into Tittibhasana, which is also known as firefly pose. So you can always start by coming into Malasana squat. And as I always say, I want the Malasana to be energized. Don't just sit into your Malasana. Think of the Ula Bandha coming up. You can take your time here. You can also just stay in Malasana, work on Bakasana if you don't feel like trying Tittibhasana today. Then you'll straighten through the legs, taking the shoulders underneath the knees. And you really want to get those connections. I always talk about connecting the knee and the shoulder together. My fingertips come right behind my heels. You bend into your chaturanga arms, press into the fingertips, and then lift the toes off the mat, coming into that firefly. Now you can start parallel, or then you can also tip the hips down and reach the legs up. There's 2 variations on the pose. You want to start parallel though, and then work your way to tip down, because that will really help you to get into your crow. You're doing good, Christine. Keep lifting up. There you go, good job. The blocks are really helpful. If you feel like you want just a hair of height behind you, take the blocks right behind your heels. Get those knees on top of those shoulders. That's probably the hardest part. Have the hands rest on the blocks. Then you have a little bit of extra room. Your thighs don't have as much of a long way to go down onto the tops of your triceps. And then just pressing through the blocks, you can lift the legs up. It just gives you a little bit more of a leverage because you're just higher up. You can also train yourself by just taking one leg up and then lowering it down and then the other leg up. You could drill that the whole time. That's actually a really great core exercise if you just want to bend through and then hold one leg up and then lower and then the other and then eventually you'll lift. Now what's the key here? Squeeze, 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 squeeze. I want you to squeeze the knees into those triceps, into your shoulders as hard as you can. Take some time with it, play with it, enjoy it. Yep, we've seen that's a great way. There's another way that you can get into Tittibhasana if you want to have a little bit more of a challenge. You'll come into first position, so turning out your legs, and then you're just gonna really bend through the knees and get the shoulders underneath. I feel that coming into that turned out position really gets my shoulders more underneath my knees than just coming from a Malasana squat position. Just a different variation on the pose. You also want your head to go through your legs. Yeah, just like that, Christine. All good stuff. But remember, you really just want to think everything's squeezing together. The hands are pushing down. The core is really engaged. It's a really cool pose and it's fun and you can transition into so many different variations on the pose after. But we're just going to play with that one here. Something for you to work on after the class and to continue to grow with it. And whenever you're ready, just meeting onto your mat, legs extended out in front. I'm going to take a sip of water. Talking in Tittibhasana is a nice challenge in its own. Beautiful. We're going to come into Marichyasana A. So you're going to take your right foot and place it down onto your mat. And there's a little bit of space between the right foot and the left thigh. Take an inhale, lift the right arm up. As you exhale, pull forward. This is going to feel really good after Tittibhasana. Wrap the right arm around towards your back. My shoulder always pops. And then reaching the left arm behind. You want to grab a hold of the left wrist. Inhale, find length. It's okay if your right hip is up off the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the forehead down towards the shin or the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Then inhale, reaching through the crown of the head, returning yourself up to seat. And we're going to go into Marichyasana C from here. So this is going to be a twist. The easiest way to twist is going to take the left elbow across the right knee, placing the right hand right by your sacrum and lifting up and twisting. You can go in for the bind though. You're going to take the shoulder up and over, reach around, and then the hands will grip right alongside each other. If you can grab a hold of your wrist, excellent. I'm only at my fingers right now. This is a tough one. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Give yourself a little bit of a counter twist. And then we'll go on to the other side. So straightening through the right leg, taking a bend into the left knee, left foot on your mat with a little bit of space. Coming into Marichyasana A. Inhale, reaching the left fingertips up. Exhale, bringing the left shoulder inside and then wrapping the left arm around, grabbing a hold of the right wrist this time. Inhale, flex through the right foot, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Again, it's okay if the left hip is off the mat. Very difficult to keep them both on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head and then coming into that twist. So the easiest way is to take the left hand down by the low back and then your right elbow just comes up and over and then presses into the left knee to give you that twist effect. Otherwise, you can take the right shoulder up and over, wrapping your right arm around itself as I just changed my direction here, and then grabbing a hold of the fingertips from here. Inhale, finally. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Give yourself a little counter twist, going over to the right. And then extending the legs out long in front of you for Paschimottanasana. But first starting in Dandasana. So the hands just are right by your hips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lowering the chin in towards your chest. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. And then inhale, reaching the arms up, framing your ears with your biceps. And then exhale, lifting up through the rib cage, forward folding over your legs, reaching the arms as far forward as you can, and then lowering them wherever you feel comfortable. We'll be here for 10 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. As you inhale, reaching through the crown of the head to come all the way back up to sit. Exhale, pause in your Dandasana. Placing the hands just a little bit behind yourself, fingertips towards your glutes. We're just gonna go through a reverse plank here. So inhale, open up through the chest, roll the shoulders down the back. As you exhale, lifting the hips up, releasing the head down the back. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, slowly bring the chin back towards the chest, lowering the glutes down. Exhale, you're seated. Closing asana, either taking shoulder stand, forearm stand, or headstand. I'm going to talk through headstand, coming straight through Shirsasana. Just taking my hands, forming a little basket, and then lowering the forearms down onto your mat. Not too wide, keeping them in. You can also just touch your elbows and then release the hands for the width. Bringing the head right in between the hands, bringing the crown down, and then coming into dolphin, right up onto my tippy toes, tailbone up. As you inhale, pressing into the forearms, engaging into the core. Exhale begins to slowly raise the legs up. Let's just hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Pointing through the toes, slowly begin to lower the legs, either straight or bent. And then bringing the feet down onto your mat, reaching the hands right behind yourself, grabbing a hold of your heels for rabbit, lowering the forehead down onto your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, lift through the hips, bringing the crown of the head onto your mat as you pull on your heels with your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back down to sit, rolling through the spine, and then coming to a comfortable seated position to close out your practice. Bringing hands to heart center, chin bowed in towards your chest, showing a sign of gratitude for all the work that you've done today. Inhale, remind yourself of your intention, sipping in the breath slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhaling your intention to those you love for 4, 3, 2, 1. Concluding this class with the sound of one Om, inhaling through the nose. Be kind, be safe, be well. Namaste.